Senate passed a bill today to combat a problem uncovered by CBS 6, but it could face a steep challenge in the state assembly. Pat Bailey first brought you this story last month. He joins us live now from our Capitol newsroom with our top story tonight. Pat.
Yeah, Greg, right now it is perfectly legal for owners of this EBT card, a form of state assistance, to use it to purchase such things as alcohol, tobacco, and even withdraw cash to purchase lottery tickets. Today, the Senate passed a bill that would prohibit that. However, senators are not optimistic the Assembly will take action, and they need to. And if they don't, the state could lose more than $100 million in federal funding next year. I first showed you the abuse of EBT cards last month when a Freedom of Information request came back showing transactions at bars on Pearl Street, the strip club in Schenectady, and at the OTB in Albany. Lawmakers say that report was an eye-opener for them.
You actually went into places and found where they were defrauding the system. That inspired me to actually put in the legislation.
That bill states the use of this EBT card would be prohibited from liquor stores, casinos, and strip clubs, and also eliminate the ability to buy tobacco and alcohol, something that is legal now.
We fully understand that there are people in this state that need help. And actually what this bill does is help those people, because we're going to go after those individuals who defraud the system.
But for the bill to become law, the Assembly must take action. These GOP senators say there is no co-sponsor of the bill, so that likely will not happen. Outside session Tuesday, I asked the chair of the Assembly Social Services Committee if this bill would have support. She wanted to check with her staff to become familiar with it, so I filled her in. You can withdraw the cash, so they're going to the ATMs, and then they're taking them to casinos, strip clubs, and liquor stores.
I mean, I know that it's just the general population that are utilizing food stamps are not utilizing food stamps frivolously. They're using it because they need to make ends meet and put food on their table.
Senators say if the Assembly does not act, New York State could lose $125 million in funding next year by not complying with federal law.
That's a lot of money when you're trying to balance a budget, as we are every year.
Now, I did not get a call back from Assembly member Michelle Titus before news time, but I should say the Assembly is still in session as of this time right now. In the meantime, I did get an email late in the day from the agency that oversees the EBT card program. That's the Office of Temporary Disability Assistance. And that email said, quote, "We do not comment on pending legislation," end quote. Greg?
All right, speaking of pending legislation, the session is supposed to end on Thursday, but I'm hearing now it's going to go until at least Friday because they need 3 days to age any bill. What's on tap? What may still get passed? Casinos top of the list?
Casinos seems to be almost a done deal right now, and the governor and legislative leaders met earlier today. I talked to somebody in the governor's office before we went on the air about a half hour or so ago, asking him what's still out there. Casinos sounds like it could be a done deal, more so than other things, including tax-free zones. And women's equality apparently still has an outside chance of passing. Of course, the abortion plank of that aspect has been a holdup, but definitely casinos and tax-free zones are at the top of the list. And it's almost the fact that casinos are an idea that casinos could be done is the fact that the bill would be printed tonight, and lawmakers are being asked to stay till Friday, quite possibly, to vote on that casino bill.
All right, gotcha. Pat Bailey, thank you very much, reporting live from Albany for us tonight. Now,